Hi everybody, Tashi here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. Welcome back. To all of you new, hello and welcome. I'm going to introduce the baby really quick for all of you new. This is Oscar. Oscar is my full-bodied silicone baby boy. He is the Dwayne Awake #2 by Claire Taylor Dolls. So we have my little sweetie here. Say hi, aunties. Yeah, I just have been enjoying spending baby dolly time with this little fella. So yeah, so Oscar's gonna hang out while we chat. I actually, you know what, I'm gonna feed him. I do have everything here. It's not a drinking wet feeding, but I do have a bottle and everything set up, so I kind of like to role play feeding while I'm chatting because I don't know, it's just relaxing. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all are gonna have to deal with that. The noise of the, I'm sorry, the air conditioner's on what auto, like economy auto. Ugh. And, you know, I'm all sitting here and everything gets across the room. So it's going to go on and off probably a little bit for the temperature. I apologize. Got a little more goop than we wanted there. All right, so here we go. So no drinking wet feeding, just regular. And this is a glass bottle by Evenflow. Yeah. There we go, because Oscar's a little hungry. This way he's content too while we chat. Right, buddy? All right, so, and y'all probably saw by the title, you're looking to wait to hear me talk. So the Bountiful Baby controversy that I haven't spoken yet about on my channel, which may have been surprising to some, because I'm usually one that hops on the touchy, controversial subjects, I guess. But so let me start there with why I haven't talked about it yet. And yeah, I'll start there. So I have not talked about it yet because, and I'm just, rolling. I have to be honest with you all, I just do not have enough information, and I don't know whether it is that I just have truly been really busy, like in life outside of the doll hobby, a lot going on that I just really haven't had time to, research it in depth, to make like a decision on how I feel about that or to form an opinion. And, also just going from, little mistakes and things in the past that, I wanted to sit back and kind of let the chips start to fall and observe, things in, the community, listen to what other people have to say first for a change, and da 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 da. So I've been doing that, and I've done a little bit of research here and there, looking up things, etc. And I've been, listening and just kind of watching what's going on. As of right now, this is where I stand. I have not seen any actual proof to, like, facts to my satisfaction, to go jump on a bandwagon of publicly boycotting a company or speaking negatively about them or affecting them. I just haven't, seen it. Doesn't mean that it's not there. I'm not like debating that point. I'm just saying I have not personally seen it. So actually, I'm asking all of you for a change, to weigh in and share with me in the comments. What do you know that is facts, that is not just hearsay, that is actual facts, that Bountiful Baby is owned by the Pratt family, I believe, that family that owns Bountiful Baby is is abusing children or marrying off, underage children, or so closely intertwined with, someone who is. I know that large companies will have, stock and, shareholders, and you don't necessarily have control over, who's holding stock in your company. I am aware that they are Utah based, and they may very well have local, shareholders. I'm not sure that that's qualifies as that they have done something wrong, or that the money that going to spend, that you would be spending with their company is like, ethically, going towards, something so terrible. Yes, if people own, depending on how much, I'd be curious to see, because I believe, is it the Kingston clan family, whatever, I'm not even, sure, to see, that should be public record somewhere, of how much stock they own in the company, how many shares they own in the company. Like, that would be interesting to see that, to know how much money they are making off of Bountiful Baby's, profits. I'm not a business person, it's not, I'd love to hear from somebody who majored in business, management, accounting, something, to know, when you own a big company, do you have control? Because to my knowledge, anybody can buy in. You don't have to approve them, or, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not sure how that would work if you see somebody and decide, well, I don't want them buying. Legally, can you prevent them without having a lawsuit on your hands? That I don't know. So, this clan, this family, I'm guessing, especially the closer it is to their state, but they may own stocks and shares in a lot of companies. So I think that if people here are fighting for that cause, quote, like escaping polygamy or after polygamy, you might, and this is just a suggestion, you might want to look into all of the companies that this clan might own stocks and shares in, to, boycott them all, so that no revenue goes to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a suggestion, if your plight is to, support that cause. Everybody has a right here to, pick different causes that we're passionate about. Some of us are vegans, and we won't buy anything that, eat anything or buy anything that, is animals or had the use of animals. And, there's lots of different things that people, do. What I do think is that the panic that's going on in this community, and that has spread around, and the people being made to feel guilty that they have Bountiful Baby kits, babies, that they still support them, whatever, is craziness. The original source of the hearsay information that I can see is definitely coming from, somebody that has a personal vendetta, in my opinion, has a personal vendetta against this company. I have seen evidence that after they knew what the hearsay, what they're basing their, theory on, that Bountiful Baby has done something wrong, they still went to them and said, this is what we know, and I want this from you and that from you, and willing to overlook that, bury the hatchet, it will benefit us all to give me what I want. And, that's blackmail. So they were willing to overlook, and to my knowledge, still put out there that they were blocked from buying and were actually going through a friend to buy to complete orders. Instead of just saying, I'm sorry, can't fulfill this order, can't get that product, I'm boycotting the company, period. It's that, personally, my opinion, the community is being used for a self-fulfilling agenda. That's my opinion of what I've witnessed. I sat back, I waited to watch, to see. I've seen people, saying, oh, you're entitled to your own opinion, and nobody's going to attack you for it, and no one's going to block you or think this or that. Everybody should speak freely, and everybody should have their own opinion based on, what they're looking at. But yet, people wind up being blocked just for talking to people that support Bountiful Baby. It's become a big hot mess. And a lot of, smaller new artists that have stocked up on Bountiful Baby kits are panicking. What do I do? There's now a stigma, blah, 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 blah. And it's affecting people in a bad way. It's causing a divide in the community, which, of course, what do you expect, with something so huge as that? And again, for me, I'm not seeing proof that, other than hearsay and a lot of speculation based on bits and pieces. And come on, a reality TV show, I'm sorry, but that's not real life. That's not facts. That's not proven facts. That's not, that's, I can't even begin to talk about that, how gullible people gotta be to start thinking that a reality TV show is a way to find facts, or, and seeing a truck in the background of a video connects the dots. A delivery truck, okay? So if the Coca-Cola truck is making a delivery in the background of one of my videos, and if some sort of mafia or thing has shareholders in them, that it's gonna tie back to that I'm supporting whatever. I mean, that's, and the other things, and I've looked up and I've Googled, and I think there was the 2004 lawsuit. I still don't see any convictions. People have criminal records. Lots of people have criminal records, and it doesn't necessarily mean it has anything to do with hurting children. I mean, So, but I would like to hear from you all. Again, I am not saying that it's not true or that the information is not out there. All I'm saying is I haven't seen it. So if you all have anything that you can direct me to that is actual solid evidence, I would love to see, because I want to form an opinion either way. I'm not saying that they're guilty. I'm not saying they're not guilty. I'm saying I don't know. And I'm saying from what I've seen is not enough for me to publicly speak out against a company, boycott a company. I mean, I'm not an artist, and I think I bought from Bountiful Baby once some zip ties and some Wonder Wafers. Maybe, because I always like go for like prices and ship it. I think maybe I've ordered from them once. So, I'm stocked on my supplies. Like, I don't need to go place an order, so I got some time to form an opinion here. And as far as my YouTube channel, there is no rush for me to jump on anybody's bandwagon and, start shouting fire. This is not like, in my opinion, this is not like an emergency situation. And, it's not going to kill anybody for people to still be, reborning Bountiful Baby kits and, placing orders with them and stuff. And I think everybody should calm down and look at hard evidence, unless you got something that I don't know about. And then in which case, I'm happy to take a look. And I don't mean, please don't give me a link to this person's rant and that person's rant and opinion. Please don't give me a link to a reality TV show. I'm talking about black and white, hard evidence, or, some kind of interview where this family got up and said, yes, this is what we're doing here, and we believe it's okay to marry off 12-year-old kids or whatever, something, or a conviction of some sort of child neglect or abuse, something, or something that ties them more into this clan than just that they may be one of their thousands of shareholders. Again, for me, that's not enough. If you look into the tags in your clothing and your household items and everywhere that you buy from, and you start looking into the companies, those companies themselves, or the shareholders in there, you're going to find stuff. Not saying that it's not okay to go and look and boycott things to what's your moral values, what you have time to do, how you feel about things. Not saying that's wrong at all, but to cause a public panic and, it's just, I don't know. It's just over the top to me. And I think it's very unfair to this company if, in fact, it proves to be that they are completely innocent, that their business should be affected in this way. Because people are just, jumping right on and not sitting back, to see some solid evidence, or think about where the hearsay is coming from to begin with. And again, that's something that's clear to me. I don't know about all of you, but that's something that is, definitely clear to me and what I've seen. And, I'm not saying, you never know, when your livelihood is involved and that's how you make a living, YouTubing, reborning, whatever, you don't know how someone is going to act or react. And I don't know. I have no idea. Were they being treated fairly, unfair? That I can't answer. Again, I don't have those answers. Do I think that this was the wrong way to go about it? Yeah, but it's, again, you don't know what any of us might do or be willing to overlook, like they were, or say, hey, I got this on you, and hey, look, I'm showing you what an influence I can be on your, business, and so on and so forth. I don't know, do any of you know what you would do in somebody else's shoes? And, until you walk a mile in someone's shoes, so I don't want to judge that harshly either. I am taking a look at that, and I have taken that into consideration into what I'm believing as far as just people's hearsay and opinions. And again, because yes, I would say that there's, I guess, stuff out there that you might think, well, maybe, that there could be involvement, but again, that's a leap. That's a leap, guys. And I've had it personally done to myself. You all may have as well. When people they hear what they want to hear. They make assumptions of what's going on in your mind or what goes on in your life, based on them watching you, not liking you, and hearing what they want to hear. And I've had a lot of lies told about me, that my chin was on the floor. So, it's very easy to make somebody look bad when you pick apart their videos and you put things people say out of context, not explaining what just was said or took prior before or afterwards, or why, or what the reason is. And it's very easy to make things appear a certain way when you want to, when that's on your agenda. So that's all I'm saying. And for me, it's not, like I said, it's not that big of a deal. Now, when I start painting, but it'll be probably a long time now, because I know I gotta do this surgery and stuff first. There's no way my back can handle, sitting in one spot for hours and things like that. I just, unfortunately, I wish I could, because that's something I really, really wanted to be, doing by now. But look at this face. Look at this face. Say hi, aunties. So, at that point, did I have plans to reborn some Bountiful Baby kits, because they're less expensive, and there's a few that I do really, really like. There is at least 2 kits that someday down the road, that if I find the right baby, then be reborn the right way, I would actually want. Other than that, I'm not really drawn. I prefer, babies from artists, from sculptors. I like to have limited edition sculpts, and that's just, I have my favorite sculptors, and that's always how I've leaned. But Bountiful Baby does have a couple sculpts, yes, that I was definitely like, well, I would at least definitely want to reborn them. And, so down the road, I will have to now make a decision as stuff comes out, if I see facts, if I don't see facts, of what I actually want to buy from them in the future. Because no, of course, let me make this very clear. I do not support child abuse. I do not support people marrying out, underage children, mistreating women and children by any means. Polygamy is just like any other lifestyle. It's not my lifestyle. It's not what I would choose. I don't really understand it, but that's not my business. Consenting adults, if that's people's lifestyle, that's people's lifestyle. As long as it's, that's, again, consenting adults and what people want to do. And if people are raising children in a polygamy family, like, they have, several moms, and I don't know, however they work their family, systems, and they're not, again, abusing their kids, well, that's their business. There's lots of people that raise their kids that, I don't agree with, or it's not how I would raise my kids, but it's not a reason to, get all into their business. abusing children is. And that is, so again, I definitely will make a decision in the future before I purchase from them. I figured, let me make this video because so many of you are talking about it. If anybody can direct me and show me, not just tell me what you think or what the hearsay is, show me someplace that I could look to and not see, again, and not a reality TV show, or not something where you could go and say, okay, well, it's possible, but I don't see, where it's so highly probable. Has this family made a statement at all? I'm curious, what if they are defending themselves or not defending themselves. If they're not defending themselves, that's a good reason to stop and think that, maybe they haven't done anything wrong to defend themselves, and, they might be getting ready to sue. Who knows? I certainly wouldn't go trying to take down a company without cold, hard, black and white facts that I could show people. Aside from a reality TV show and, them using the same attorney as somebody, or somebody having stock in their company, I would do my, I would find out. How much stock do they own. If they own stock, how much do they own? And kind of be like, okay, well, if they own a huge percentage of the company, well, then yeah, obviously. But I haven't seen anybody show that. So I'm just curious, because of course I would be, upset too, and definitely not want to buy from them and have money going to a big amount. But if it's just like, okay, they have thousands of, shares holders and, bits and pieces, and don't have control over who owns them and stuff, I wouldn't fault them for that, Anyway, that's it. That's where I stand, which is looking for more information. That's where I stand. Not willing to jump on one end or the other without more information. Where I stand as far as you all out there and your Bountiful Baby kits and supplies and babies that you already have, I most definitely don't think that anybody should be panicking or getting rid of their beloved babies or throwing out kits or losing money or anything. If for argument's sake that facts came out and it was true, it's still not changing anything. What's done is done, and it would not make sense for people to get financially hurt and emotionally hurt letting go of babies that are already here. It's done. You just move forward and obviously not purchase anymore. That's my opinion on that. My opinion on people that, say, oh, well, you're entitled to your opinion and no one's gonna, bash you or not like you or not talk to you for your opinion, then that are saying one thing and doing another. I think it's not nice, and you all know how I feel about people like that, and it's not nice. So we'll see. You just open your eyes. See who attacks me for this video. That's saying, oh, you're allowed to have your own opinion, but yet, no. In reality, not everybody feels this way. I do think everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and don't have anything to say about anybody sharing their opinions on this matter. So, I just, don't want to see people I feel bad seeing people panicking and getting hurt. I feel bad seeing more turmoil and divide in this community. And I hope to see everybody getting back to focusing on their dolls and channels and friends and things, and let the chips fall where they may. Share your opinion. I'd love to see some cold hard facts for either side, either way, because that's what I'm in search of right now. I'm in search of evidence, one way or the other. And in the meantime, I don't think it's something everybody to be in like a turmoil. All right. So there you have it. The Pixie Mommy's Reborns and baby Oscar here, who is looking just so stinking adorable. And I'm going to go snuggle with this guy tonight. All right, everybody. Don't forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of Oscar or the rest of my collection, please go smash that subscribe